Hey guys. So, I was debating whether or not to do this, but, my friend Frank would probably tell me, "See, why are you wasting your time doing this? Why are you wasting your time with these people?" But you know what? Given that it's, you know, what you guys call Christmas, what we Jews call Mitternacht, I'm going to go ahead and ask a question because I just don't understand something. I don't understand it. This is a question to all the people that call themselves Christians and, are on social media, going around saying the phrase Christ is King. And at the same time, they peddle all kinds of stuff about Jews. They peddle all kinds of stuff about, or I'm addressing you. You peddle all kinds of stuff about Jews, about Israel. The oldest canards that ever were. You're like dredging them up, whether it's about Israel, modern Israel, Jews, stuff from like the Middle Ages that's just like the biggest BS and like just astounding, like, I don't know, beyond lies, right? And yet you're supposedly a Christian and supposedly you believe in Jesus. And I don't understand how that's the case. I don't understand how you could be a Christian and be against Israel and be against Jews. You could say, well, we disagree with you theologically. Like, I happen to think that the Messiah is not who you think it is. That's just a theological, ideological disagreement between us. It doesn't mean I don't like you. It doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean I wish for you to be harmed in any way. I just disagree with you. I have fundamental theological disagreements with you, based on sources, based on biblical sources, based on what the sages our sages say, specifically about who the Mashiach is, meaning what he's supposed to do. Mashiach has a mission. He's supposed to do, again, we tonight we have a thing, we're not allowed to learn Torah, but I can give you the simple thing of it. He's supposed to rebuild the temple. He's supposed to eliminate what's called the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, from the world. And he's supposed to bring all the Jews back to Israel. Folks, last I checked, not one of those things was done by the person that you think is the Messiah. Okay, but that's just, that's just theological doctrine. It doesn't mean I wish you ill. It doesn't mean I don't wish you peace, right? Like, we fundamentally believe in the same things. We believe in one God, right? Right? Folks, so I don't understand, because I have evangelical friends. They're all about, the Jewish people came back. We saw all these miraculous things. These wars, existential wars, where the Jewish people defeated their enemies. They weren't supposed to, by all, logic and reason. Any military expert would tell you this is a complete miracle. It happened over and over again. Hey, maybe these people are back. Maybe this is, in fact, their land. And maybe the prophecies have been fulfilled. What prophecies? Of the prophets of the Bible. I'm not talking about the New Testament, I'm talking about the Old Testament, right? Ezekiel, Isaiah, Amos, however you guys call them. All the prophets of the Old Testament, these things have largely been fulfilled. Guys, I work in the wine industry, for example, right? In the Israeli wine industry. it says the Jews are going to come back to their cities, rebuild, their cities, and plant the vineyards and drink from the wine, produce wine and drink from it. Folks, our wine industry is booming in Israel. Judea and Samaria is blooming. The prophecies, we're living in it, my friends. It's just one example, right? So I don't understand. Like, for example, maybe I'll address one of you directly. Candace Owens, you were a supporter of Israel. What happened, right? You didn't stop supposedly being a Christian. You always were a Christian. But what happened? Rabbi Tovia Singer claims that, you met your husband and your husband turned you because of some doctrine, because of some very specific doctrine in the Catholic Church, or some schism or some chasm or some, I don't know what, right? I don't know if it's true. It could be, but I just don't understand how you can claim to be a Christian and not like Israel, and not only not like Jews, but spread just old, tired, literally debunked. And I hate to use that word because, whatever, like the woke crowd, or the pro, you know what's called COVID narrative crowd has co-opted that word to just, dismiss anything that we, people like us said about certain things, certain treatments, certain whatever, what they call vaccines. Oh, it's been debunked. So, but really, guys, I mean, this stuff is like so nonsensical. What you say, it's completely. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. It's comedic. It's comical. It's cartoonish. You are cartoonishly ridiculous. But apart from even that, I don't understand your theology, not because I disagree with it, with the part about who the Messiah is. I don't understand your theology with respect to how you feel about us and Israel. I don't get it. Help me understand, because there's a giant gaping hole. Besides the one in your head, seemingly, there's a big, it's like a black hole in your theology. Again, my friend Frank would say to me, Tzvi, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time asking the question because you're never going to get a straight answer. But maybe one of you, maybe just one of you, without, ad hominem attacks, without insults, without any kind of, I don't know, canards or old BS theories, maybe you can answer my theological, basic theological and theohistorical question. That's it. Thank you very much.